Hey guys, I'm sure a lot of you know this moment when there's a post from the MC or the NSB about numbers, and this post is in some way supposed to motivate you and empower you to change something about your current state. And I can also imagine that you are none the wiser after the post. So instead of an empowering post, here a very practical video on how you can evaluate numbers and, more importantly, how you can derive actions through that. Let's look at the oGV KPIs. We are currently in the attraction phase, which means that we have to pay close attention to our attraction KPIs. Those are number of info booths, number of lecture speeches, and number of Facebook sharings. Let's look at offline activities first. Let's say you had an info booth on the 8th of May. How do you know whether it was successful or not? Very simple. Look at the number of sign-ups you got in the 3 days afterwards and compare them to the number of sign-ups in 3 days where you did not have an info booth. Now, if the number of sign-ups is higher, congratulations, your info booth was successful. Make sure to note down what you did so you can do it again. If the number of sign-ups is lower, then your info booth was not successful. Now it gets tricky, because like an investigator, you need to find out why. Possible reasons are you targeted the wrong audience, the time was not good, or your members did not sell ISAC very well. Once you identified the reason, you can work on the solution. You can also open a solution space in the virtual marketplace on Expa. For lecture speeches, the process is very much the same. The difference is that instead of 3 days, you should see an increase in sign-ups within 24 hours. Now let's look at online marketing activities. How can you measure whether your Facebook sharings were successful? Look at the number of website visits from your city. In weeks where you do more Facebook sharings, the number of visits should also increase. If this is not the case, there can be different reasons. You could, for example, target the wrong audience. If this is the case, look at the courses your university offers and find for which oGV is most attractive. Now some of you may say now, but Alex, isn't this what my VPs are supposed to do? And I would answer, very well observed, my friend. Of course, you shouldn't go into micro-tracking. It would be very annoying for both you and your VPs, and in the long run it wouldn't get you anywhere. So why am I telling you all of this? Because it is your role to manage and facilitate this process. Make time in check-ins and EBMs to analyze the last week with your EB and derive actions for the next week. If you don't keep track of this, chances are high that your VPs also won't, and then you will drive blindly through the summer peak. And really, the only thing you need to do for this is look at the number of sign-ups you got and compare it to the same time frame last year. You will instantly see whether your current actions are successful or not. And then start asking the right questions. What attraction activities did we do, and how successful were they? I hope this video helped you understanding KPIs a bit better now and also understanding how to work with them. If you have any questions left, don't hesitate to approach us from the MC or the PST or the NSB. We are very happy to help you. And also, if you thought this was helpful, don't hesitate to share this with your EB. I'm sure it can also support them in the way they can do evaluations with their members. And yeah, so let's rock summer peak together.